Arancha's father, Emilio. He does not sit with Arancha's mom. Arancha's mom gets so nervous.
Pop doesn't look too calm either, understandably. So nervous time here for Steffi Graf. She can't afford to make those unforced errors. I don't know what the call was.
15 love.
Oh, it's called out. Boy, was that close. Jane Tabor in the chair.
He called it good. He called it good. He called it first. No, he called it good. You overrule that?
So Jane Tabor apparently overruled this call, because that's what Arantxa asked her. Well, that looks like hit on the line to me.
Hell, was
someone else says out, so that's why it was discussed. At any rate, history will show it's 15 love.
First serve.
Play from Graf.
Good crisp volley, too. She didn't just bunt it back in court.
Well, this one's high, so Graf can move forward and try to catch it closer to the net to make the angle easier. Good depth from Sanchez Vicario.
Thank you. Toi, please.
Spectators getting excited. We hope they don't get too excited and spoil it for the players. It's a big point right here, both players. Tremendous point by both players. Sanchez Vicario has slipped, is down. She's okay. She's frustrated she couldn't pull that off after returning that smash.
Well, one of the best points of the match, and that one right there, Sanchez Vicario guessed right on the Graf overhead, but kind of threw the ball back at the Graf backhand, and Graf's backhand volley always goes cross court.
And she played it very carefully, did Graf, wisely so. So it's 40-15. Graf had 3 opportunities to go to the net before she did off the slice backhand. Elected not to. She finally went in on a big forehand. And Arantxa slips here and goes down. She doesn't mind getting dirty, get some grass stain on her clothes. Graf plays a solid game and gets even at 5-all in the final set. And a reminder, no tiebreak in the final set. So someone's going to have to win 2 in a row.
Heidi and Peter Graf.
Arantxa's mother behind Mr. Graf. It's like riding in the back seat of a car. You know, you're nervous. You don't know if the driver sees what you see. You can't do a thing about it. Just sit there and hope. Missed it.
I love 15.
Missed it wide.
15.
That's not Graf's favorite forehand there. She much prefers to take that one and go inside out, but she was trying to mix it up.
First serve.
Plus the forehand side of Sanchez Vicario is the weaker wing.
She makes more errors off it, doesn't she?
There's 15.
It's long.
30.
Well, you talk about nervous time here. Tremendous pressure on both players. Boy, what a time to pull off a drop shot. She can't believe it herself.
Well, I'm not sure. Well, Graf has no idea what this is going to be. Graf's thinking maybe she's going to approach with the slice forehand down the line, and at the last minute, Sanchez Vicario shoves that thing short cross court.
So it is game point for the number 2 seed, Sanchez Vicario. It's good.
Graf with the favorite forehand. Look at the angle she creates.
And, you know, because she does hook it down the other way, too, you can't be sure that she's going that way. So even if she misses a couple pulling it the other way, it does influence the opponent. Deuce. Not deep enough on the approach.
Advantage with Sanchez Vicario.
It's wide.
Juice.
These two went 3 sets at the French Open earlier this year. Graf won 6-love in the third. Sanchez Vicario beat Graf the U.S. Open last year, 3 sets, 6-4 in the third.
Their last 3 encounters have been 3 sets.
Advantage with Sanchez Vicario.
Ace number 6. Caught Graf by surprise. Sanchez Vicario tried to serve and volley, and Graf had the answer. She got a terrific angle. Her return hit just about at the corner of the service box. Hour and 44 minutes they've been on court. Now a break point for Graf. If she can convert, she'll be serving for the match. Got an unforced error. I don't know if Graf might have broken his string. No, she's going for the towel. You mentioned it is extremely warm out here. It's a maximum of 28 degrees. Good solid approach shot, and Sanchez Vicario has the answer from way behind the baseline.
I mean, a tough shot to come up with. You've got the pressure of the opponent coming in, and Sanchez Vicario again shows what great angle she can get off that two-handed backhand.
That top hand on the racket enables her to pull that racket head through a little early to get it back cross court. Sanchez is acting like that was an ace. It wasn't even close. Big return, set up the smash. Graf does not set up well on that smash. I heard you talking earlier, Betts, about it. It's a potential weakness for her. She gets too far underneath the ball, in my view. She gets too far toward the net, so she's hitting it behind her a little bit. And sometimes her feet are still moving, which could create some errors. And another break point.
Graf with the clenched fist. Moves around. Gets the perfect angle because Sanchez Vicario had everything else covered. Second break point in this game.
Sanchez Vicario, what touch and what a tough shot to make.
Well, she can do it, Sanchez Vicario. I mean, she can do it all at the net. She has great hands. Unbelievable touch. She really softens those hands nicely.
The good part about that was she didn't try to play it too close to the net and make it too fine, because she knew she had Graf back behind the baseline. But what a tough shot to make under that kind of pressure. Another break point for Graf. We are at 5-all in the final set, in case you joined us late. Short rolled forehand cross court makes Graf get in a tough spot. She had to gamble, and it's back to deuce.
Well, this is an unbelievable game. It's the longest one of the match. 5-all in the third set.
Thank you.
Again, a short approach by Graf.
Well, Graf knows she needs to get in. She's had great success up there, but Sanchez Vicario is finding the angles if there's not enough conviction with the approach.
Sanchez Vicario let Graf off the hook there. She had 2 or 3 different shots she could have put away.
And I think the smile on Graf's face says she knows it.
No, this is marvelous, isn't it? You're in the finals of Wimbledon. Been out there an hour and 50 minutes, 5-all in the final set. You've had 3 break points, game points, and we're at deuce.
First serve.
Another terrific shot. Graf opens up her court when she takes that forehand down the line, and the two-hander by Sanchez Vicario was very deep, so it's game point.
Missed it.
It's wide.
Jeez.
They're at a point now, there's pressure. Every time the ball's close, Sanchez takes a walk like she's made it. Have a look here.
Now this misses it.
Definitely wide.
Well, 5 chances Sanchez Vicario has had to take a 6-5 lead now in this 3rd set. They've been denied.
Both players getting a tremendous ovation from the spectators. They're loving this one.
With Sanchez Vicario.
And I'm going to take a little guess here, Betsy. I'm going to say Sanchez is going to try to serve and volley on the first serve if she gets it in. Try to go to the backhand and come in behind it. Well, I must say, this is getting a little old now with Sanchez. She's questioning everything. Apparently she has a bit of a reputation of that.
Again, the depth from Graf. And the swagger there says it all. 6 times now, Sanchez Vicario.
You're running out of paper there, aren't you, Betsy?
I'm way off my piece of paper.
Again, that looping forehand cross court, heavily topped by Sanchez Vicario, works.
Well, Sanchez Vicario has time to set up and play it. She gets the great dip on that ball. Well, Mama Sanchez Vicario in that hat in the back row says, please win this one.
That's out. Both players hit balls very, very deep, and the spectators sort of made some noise saying, no, out, it's good, it's out. And we are back to deuce.
Well, tremendous fighting from Steffi Graf, who goes up and uses her full allotted time in between points here.
Hour and 54 minutes this match has been going on. Again, the appreciative crowd. It's wide.
Advantage Miss Graf.
And another break point for Graf. The #1 seed, trying to win her 6th Wimbledon singles championship. Arantxa Sanchez Vicario trying to win her 1st. Well, Graf, I think, went in about 2 shots too late. She hit a big shot earlier and would have had a sitter volley. Instead, she came in and volleyed short. And the cross-court forehand, again, passes her.
Jeez.
It's the longest match ever in 1970, 2 hours and 28 minutes. These players have been out to 1 hour and 56 minutes. She missed it.
Advantage Miss Graf.
Sanchez Vicario again acting like she made this shot.
Well, she's gone down the line a couple of times and just missed on a couple of occasions. That one is definitely wide.
Again, a break point for Graf.
Well, the 5th break point for Graf. And Sanchez Vicario comes back again.
You know, when you get up on that drop shot and you go cross court, it passes right in front of your opponent. You really got to play down the line, and you got a much better chance to win the point or stay in it. Back to deuce. Covered the cross court, and again, when she got to the drop shot, she went down the line with it.
Super get from Graf here, the stretch volley, and
Advantage Miss Graf.
I mean, I think she's finally getting the idea that Sanchez Vicario likes to pass cross court and played that volley short.
Another break point for Graf. I think this is her 6th. Graf has broken serve, and when we come back, she'll be serving for the match. Sports, if you're not enjoying this one, you don't know anything about tennis. Steffi Graf serving for the match now with a break at 6-5 in the 3rd set. They've been out there exactly 2 hours, and the pressure has been enormous. Don't forget that following this, the men's doubles final, which could be equally as exciting between the Woodies, and they're playing Rick Leach and Scott Melville of the United States. So we got more good tennis coming after this one. And a foot fault called. First one in the match.
15 love.
It's out.
30 love.
A couple of unforced errors from Sanchez Vicario.
It is now 3 match points for the #1 seed, Steffi Graf.
40 love. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
After 2 hours and 2 minutes, Steffi Graf has won her 6th Wimbledon singles crown by defeating a very courageous Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, the #2 seed, 4-6, 6-1, 7-5. Steffi just run off the court for a minute, and they'll be getting ready for the presentation. Betsy, your thoughts on the match?
Well, I had a feeling it was going to be very highly contested. Sanchez Vicario was going to really test her, and that she did. I mean, the 19-minute Titanic struggle at 5-all in the 3rd set just epitomizes what this match was all about, what these two champions are all about, the #1 and 2 players in the world.
That was referee Alan Mills trying to console Arantxa Sanchez Vicario. She can certainly hold her head up. She'd never gotten past the quarters before here, Betsy, and to get to the finals and was the big underdog, and to play like she played was marvelous.
Yeah, I thought she would come out and do that when she won the French Open in '89 for the first time. It was the same situation. Huge underdog. No one expected her to even be, to win that, her first Grand Slam title. There's Steffi Graf up in the players box, hugging her coach Heinz Guntart and her parents. And Steffi Graf this year has been so emotional for her. A few months ago, she really didn't know what her tennis career was going to hold for her with her back, that is a very serious condition, and she has to get a couple of hours of treatment a day just to be able to go out there and be fit enough to play.
And that was in the back of her mind throughout these championships. It felt fine, but will it go out on me as it did during the U.S. Open final? But Steffi Graf should be coming back on court any moment now, having been hugged and congratulated by her coach and her mother and father and her friends. And this, of course, is a big, big moment. And let's get Fred Stoller. Let me have your thoughts on the match, please.
Well, Tony, you know, great final, and that 5-all game was one that'll be remembered for a long time. But I think the one point that Arantxa Sanchez Vicario will remember is that forehand volley that she missed, where she had an opportunity early in that third set. It went long, and it allowed Steffi Graf to then take a little bit of control. But a well-played match, and Arantxa Sanchez Vicario certainly will be back. But Steffi, well, she didn't serve too well today, and it just shows what a great champion she is to be able to come from all those unforced errors and win it.
All right, thanks very much. Now the Duchess and Duke of Kent traditionally will come out.
I reckon she's won.
To first speak with the ball boys and ball girls. What a thrill this must be. And by the way, our hearty congratulations, and we salute the ball boys and ball girls. They do a fabulous job. They don't get much credit, but if you think back over this fortnight of tennis, you don't really remember them because they do such a good job. They don't attract your attention. A very, very special moment in any tennis player's career. You win the championship at Wimbledon, considered to be the world's championships, and you will be presented with your trophy by the Duke and Duchess of Kent. In the beige suit, Chris Gorins, the executive director of the All England Club.
Well, a terrific performance from Sanchez Vicario here at the 95 Wimbledon Championships, an event she had never before gone beyond the quarterfinals.
What an ovation. You'd think Steffi would get accustomed to this, but I guarantee you don't.
I don't think you can say enough about the courage and the determination and the skills of Steffi Graf.
The challenge trophy raised for the 6th time by Steffi Graf. She will get a silver replica. Again, the entourage of both finalists. Graf wins 620,000 Australian dollars. Now the umpire Jane Tabor being acknowledged. Could you ask for anything more in a final at Wimbledon than we had there, Betsy?
No, I mean, the quality of play was absolutely superb. And I think beyond that, the resolve of both players was very evident. And again, you have the #1 and 2 players in the world battling out in a Grand Slam final. You can't ask for anything more.
And that's Chris Gorins with the champion, who's still fighting back tears.
Well, her preparation for Wimbledon was nothing like she would have liked. She flew home for a sprained wrist. She's had it taped throughout the championships. She pulled out of the doubles where she was going to play with Martina Navratilova to save strain on her back and her wrist. And I think you could say it was a wise decision.
I wonder if these players will remember later what the Duke and Duchess said to them. I remember when I friends asked me what they say, and I said, I have no idea. I was so excited.
Well, she's heard them speak to her 6 times, Steffi Graf.
This is her 32nd consecutive win this year in 1995. She remains undefeated. 1988, 89, 91, 92, 93, and 95. Isn't that marvelous? And Arantxa is able to smile. That's John Curry, chairman of the All England Club. Sanchez Vicario, 2-time French champion, U.S. Open champion, now a Wimbledon runner-up.
Well, Sanchez Vicario has lost in the finals of the Australian Open, the French Open, and now Wimbledon in 1995. She won 2 of the Grand Slams last year, the French Open and the U.S. Open.
Steffi Graf has won the final over Arantxa Sanchez Vicario 4-6, 6-1, 7-5 in 2 hours and 2 minutes of marvelous tennis. We've got the men's doubles final coming up shortly between Mark Woodford and Todd Woodbridge, the number 2 seeds, against the 15th seeded team of Scott Melville and Rick Leach of the United States. Now let's go to Ken Sutcliffe.
Thank you, Tony. So for the 6th time in 8 years, Steffi is Wimbledon champion. As we're on the final weekend of the championships, we begin to look back over the events that led to the climax of the most majestic fortnight in tennis. Editor Jane Murray has gathered together the essential Wimbledon. Jane Murray has gathered together. Jane Murray has gathered together the essential Wimbledon. Moments. We've got the details right now for you on the screen on how you can enter. Just phone in your favourite memorable moment, and who knows, you may be the winner, because it's just going to be picked at random next Saturday afternoon on Wide World of Sports.
This has got to be a big one. I think this was fantastic as far as Shizuo Matsuoka was concerned. He provided us with a lot of entertainment throughout the championships. And look at this. It's like a lymph fall there, and he's done it.
This is Becker and Alvarez.
This shot here that